Blood Warriors. Is that how it is? Okay, you have our attention.
Short and sweet.
All right, guys, now it is time. This is the Open the Freedom Gate title contest. Scheduled for one fall, 60-minute time limit. Your referee, Jason Hardy.
Well, an historic night for Dragon Gate USA here. WWNlive.com, our first ever in-house iPay-per-view, and a very, very important night for one Austin Aries, as he has vowed to leave Dragon Gate USA if he does not leave Atlanta tonight with the Open the Freedom Gate Championship around his waist.
And Lenny, you said it. He has decreed this. Everybody here in Dragon Gate USA wants Austin Aries to stay one of the best of all time. But he himself has said he's in a little bit of a slump. He has given it one last shot. He's got a tough road ahead of him tonight here against Yamato. But he, in his own words, has said if he cannot walk out of here tonight on iPay-per-view with that title around his waist, then he is going to walk away from Dragon Gate USA for good.
Champion, the Open the Freedom Gate champion, representing Kamikaze USA, set to make his way to the ring. Yamato defeated BB Hulk back at United New York City to win that title and end Hulk's 14-month reign atop Dragon Gate USA. He is accompanied to ringside, of course, by the head of Kamikaze USA, John Moxley.
What the hell was that?
Go to the back. No carrier. Because I am fighting champion.
Yamato just telling Moxley to go to the back.
Yeah, Moxley a little taken aback by that statement by Yamato.
Yamato says he's a fighting champion and he doesn't want Moxley out here. Well, we've seen what Moxley can do at ringside and the damage he can cause, but Yamato, well, apparently since winning the title, has had a bit of a change of attitude.
For the introductions. Introducing first, standing to my right, the challenger. Weighing in this evening at 92 kilograms and hailing from Minneapolis, Minnesota, ladies and gentlemen, Austin Japan, and weighing in at 82 kilograms, representing Kamikaze USA, he is the current reigning and defending Open the Freedom Gate champion. Ladies and gentlemen,
wants to be a fighting champion. He says he's going to do it on his own. If he wins, it'll be on his own, and if he loses, it'll be on him. And Austin Aries has vowed to leave DGUSA. Actually, he's vowed to just walk away and move on to smaller shows. He's going to get out of the big time if he can't win the title here tonight. And his last match will be here tomorrow against Jimmy Jacobs. If he is successful here in this matchup, that match, of course, will be an Open the Freedom Gate title matchup. Aries, a guy that some people call a little bit headstrong, some people call a little bit cocky, a bit of a rabble-rouser in his own words, but he's also a guy with a great deal of pride in what he does in the ring. It's very important to him to be the very best at what he does. And if he can't be the best, he doesn't want to be just another guy on the show. He doesn't want to be just a guy in the middle of the card, having good matches that everybody says, you know what, that guy's pretty good. It's good to see him on the show. He wants to be the face of this company. He wants to be the face of the sport of pro wrestling. And if he can't do that, he is willing, on his own, to walk off into the sunset.
And Lenny, you said it yourself, a little bit of headstrong comments there by Austin Aries. A bold statement he made. And you hear these fans in Atlanta, Georgia, they are behind Austin Aries. They do not want to see him leave DGUSA, but the one thing standing in his way, and that is the first title defense of Yamato. Lenny, we saw before a very different side there of Yamato, sending John Moxley to the back in the past. You know, Yamato would have no problem with Moxley, Tozawa, whomever from Kamikaze USA being at ringside, getting involved, distracting whomever was involved, referees, etc.
Well, we've seen it from day one here at Dragon Gate USA from Yamato. After his match with BB Hulk, it was later on in our very first show, Open the Historically. It was Yamato attacking Jigsaw and Mike Quackenbush, along with the help from, you know, other members of Kamikaze USA, doing the damage. He's not afraid. He's shown it the entire time that Dragon Gate USA has been in existence. But something in Yamato, you know, seems to have changed since winning that title. He wants to be a fighting champion. I think he understands the importance that that belt holds, not just here in Dragon Gate USA, but across the wrestling world. People are watching, not just tonight, but every night, and he wants to represent this company as the face of Dragon Gate USA as an honorable champion. And, you know, somewhere, I think you have to respect that. And Yamato has his fans, not just here in Atlanta. He's got fans all the way in Ireland, believe me, I know.
I'd be hard-pressed to say that Yamato, outside of his tactics, you know, as a member of Kamikaze USA, if we've just detailed, he's one of my personal favorites. I'm a huge Yamato fan. And these comments here, and especially here tonight against Austin Aries, what a first title offense this is going to be for Yamato against one of the best in the world in Austin Aries. And look at that, a clean break out of Yamato.
He just broke his trunks, too. Well, Austin Aries, brainbuster! This might be it! New champ!
Austin Aries is pulling out all the stops to go to the top rope.
The brainbuster 450 has won him a world title in the past! This might be all! Hooks the leg! So close!
Unbelievable. I was in Philly in 2004 when Austin Aries won the world title with that very combination. I thought I was going to see it again. And now Aries taking the fight to the outside. Yamato is wrestling this contest at a very slow pace, letting everyone know that he's an honorable champion. But right now, Austin Aries on the outside. Both men got to be very careful, very leery of that count on the outside.
Up and over the barricade, right out into the front row here at the Presidential Ballroom goes Yamato. And Austin Aries looking to capitalize here. Following the champion out into the crowd, there's a 20 count out on the floor.
And I hate to say it, but to see Austin Aries go to, as you mentioned, Lenny, the brain buster followed up by the 450 so early in this contest, you know, maybe a little bit of an act of desperation. If he connected there, he would have walked out of here the title. Maybe he was just a little afraid the longer this contest goes, the more it might favor Yamato. Not taking anything away from the conditioning or the skill of Austin Aries.
Slingshot senton right into a cover by Aries and another near fall. And I think that a little bit of desperation perhaps that Aries showing in the early going here shows you just how important this match is, how much pressure he's putting on himself to be victorious in this matchup. And Austin Aries himself has said the fact that he has everything to lose here, that he has put himself in the position where he has everything to lose, it makes him a very, very dangerous challenger here for Yamato.
That's right, this is an all or nothing situation for Austin Aries. He can either walk out of here with the top singles prize in DGUSA, or he can just walk away. That's his only two options here tonight.
Takes the leg out from Yamato. Snaps the knee of the Open the Freedom Gate champion, but only a one count right there as Yamato trying to shake some feeling back into that left leg. As the fans here getting behind Aries.
Yamato trying to back himself away from Aries, maybe get close to the ropes, but it doesn't matter as Austin Aries just muscles him right into the corner and chops. Overhand left. Big chop right to the chest of Yamato. And already, Lenny, the damage has been done as he whipped him in. Yamato was staggered just going across the ring there, follows up with a bulldog and a cover. Only two by Austin Aries.
Definitely had some trouble putting weight on that knee. And Aries looking for the knee strikes. He has that front face lock locked in. That's usually a preface to the last chancery, but looks like Yamato may have had that particular offensive strategy scouted as he scooted back towards the bottom rope, forcing Austin Aries to relinquish the hold on that front face lock, claps the ears, trying to ring the bell of Yamato, not once but twice. As Aries now has that leg draped between the ropes, nowhere for Yamato to go as Aries backs up for a head of steam with that drop kick, and it forces the champion out between the ropes to the apron.
Looks like Yamato was trying to maybe roll to the outside, hoping to break some of Aries' momentum here, but Aries right there holding on. He's got the leg and just drops it across that rope. And again, we say rope all the time, but that's essentially just a steel cable with some tape around it. It's a lot of pain going across the leg of Austin Aries, and the strategy has been revealed. Take out one of the wheels of Yamato. Oh, what's this? Yamato! He must went underneath the ring.
Oh, he caught Aries napping there and made him pay the price, knocked him off the top all the way to the floor, and this perhaps the opportunity that Yamato was waiting for to do some damage on the outside himself. Attacking Aries with that broom handle, Jason Harding. Referee giving a lot of leeway, understanding the importance of this matchup here.
That's right, and you know, that would be interesting if Yamato was to get disqualified or possibly even counted out. Sure, Aries would win the match, but he wouldn't be the champion. You know, he'd be the winner of the match, but by his own accord, he would have to leave Dragon Gate USA.
Oh, good call on the part of Jason Harding right there, understanding the significance of this matchup. The career of Austin Aries as well as the title reign of Yamato hanging in the balance here, and Yamato now starting to put the boots to Austin Aries, working over the leg. We've seen Yamato use the ankle lock successfully on so many occasions here in Dragon Gate USA, and he's clearly trying to soften up that leg so he can lock that hold in and perhaps put away Austin Aries here.
And as you see there, he drives the elbow right into the knee of Austin Aries, and now figure four-ing that leg. Aries doing his best not only to get out of this hold, but also to keep his shoulders off the canvas. And you see here now,
Aries trying to escape by using a cross arm breaker, but unable to get the arm of Yamato. As Yamato well-versed in escaping that particular type of hold with his extensive MMA background in pancrase before making the move into pro wrestling. And hard to believe that an athlete the caliber of Yamato has only had just a couple of years in the sport. He is so good at this stage, and the sky really the limit for Yamato.
Yamato charges in, and there you go. Yamato continues his assault on the knee of Austin Aries. In the corner, just stepping on his throat.
Of course, Yamato, the current Open the Freedom Gate champion. He's already held the Open the Dream Gate title in Japan, so he's had a taste of what it means to carry a company on his back, and I think that experience of his in holding the Open the Dream Gate title probably playing a little bit into his decision here tonight to try and go it alone and send Jon Moxley to the back and be a fighting champion. And And so far, it's worked out for him, but right there, Aries scores with a boot to the midsection, but before he's able to follow up, Yamato smartly drop kicks the leg, the already injured leg, out from underneath the challenger, and then drags him to the center where he looks to lock in the figure 4.
Oh, Aries reaches up, maybe trying to roll him through, or at least to stop whatever Yamato has in mind here.
Yamato still hanging on to that hold. Submission predicament now for Aries. As Yamato has got him tied up in knots, grapevine the legs into a variation on that Achilles tendon hold. And the crowd here in Atlanta getting behind the challenger. Great atmosphere here at the Presidential Ballroom in Atlanta. And fans, we urge you to get tickets whenever Dragon Gate USA is in your area. Whether it's New York City at BB King's or the Sportatorium in Deer Park, Long Island during the month of June, or when we make our return to Chicago and Milwaukee during the month of September, we urge you to come out and support Dragon Gate USA and check out the action that will be like this when we come to your hometown, or if not, be sure to check it out on iPay-per-view here at WWNLive.com.
And just like that, right into the ankle lock in the seated position is Yamato. Aries very close to the ropes, desperately reaching out, trying to get out of this hold, and does. And Yamato breaks the hold. He does drag Aries back into the center of the ring here. Figure 4 leg lock.
Yamato blowing a kiss to the camera here as Austin Aries finds himself trapped right in the center of the ring, shoulders on the canvas, and Aries not only has to worry about not giving up due to the pain, he's got to make sure his shoulders can stay off the canvas and doesn't find himself pinned.
And a competitor of the nature of Austin Aries, it's almost like second nature to him to keep those shoulders off the canvas.
And he's able to reverse the hold here. He's got Yamato now in some pain. And the challenger dishing out the punishment with the champion's own hold, but Yamato looks pretty close to the ropes. He is able to reach that bottom rope and earn the break. It's referee Jason Harding trying to extricate these two men's limbs from one another, and he does so successfully, but clearly the damage done to the lower appendages of both Austin Aries and Yamato. And it's Aries, though, back to his feet first. But Yamato trying to score first with the right hand. That kind of a glancing blow. STO by Aries. Power drive elbow. Trademark offense from Austin Aries.
But not enough to capitalize, not enough to be able to go for the cover here. As the crowd here in Atlanta, again, showing their support for Austin Aries. Aries up to his feet, Yamato just a step behind him. The southpaw Austin Aries, series of elbow strikes right to the jaw, and Yamato answers with one of his own.
Sleeper by Austin Aries, another move we've seen Yamato use very successfully here, and as a result able to reverse it right into a sleeper of his own. But Aries trying to grab the hair and successfully frees himself from that predicament, but only for the moment. Right into a German, but he lands on his feet. What agility by Aries into a German of his own. Yamato lands on his shoulder but pops right back up, only to be clotheslined over the top and out to the floor.
Yamato hit hard after he was just dazed with that German suplex. Aries now full head of steam, gets ready to fly. Oh, put the brakes on.
Yamato dropped down and went behind Aries again, but Aries this time one step ahead. Meat Buster to the floor, and the heat-seeking missile scores.
Both men on the floor. Aries now bringing Yamato back into the ring. Aries up top on the top rope here, but Yamato rolled to the outside, rolled to the apron. Aries has to change his plan midstream here, goes for an elbow. Both men on the apron. This is a very dangerous place for both men.
Yeah, nothing but steel and wood on the outside of that ring frame. You do serious damage out there, and now it's Yamato trapping the head, perhaps looking for a brainbuster himself here as he's got Aries hooked.
Aries locked on, he's fighting out of it. Now Aries looking to go for a brainbuster perhaps.
Now Aries lands back inside the ring, luckily for him. And now it's Yamato hung up and dumped. Cover. 2.5.
Aries capitalizes there on that maneuver, bringing Yamato back into the ring.
But still not enough to put the champ away, but I think Austin Aries can sense the opportunity may be drawing near to put Yamato away here, and he's perhaps looking for another brainbuster.
If he scores with this brainbuster here, yeah, Yamato knows that could be all. Drops to his knees, making it that much more difficult for Aries to bring him back up. And you see, just like that, he tried again, and Aries feeling the effects of the knee. After the punishment that Yamato dished out to that knee earlier in this contest, Yamato now in control of this suplex brainbuster attempt. Has him up and just drops him face first to the canvas, goes for that kick.
Countered by Aries, shinbreaker. Dragon screw, switching things up. Normally he goes for the belly to back after that shinbreaker. Submission predicament now for Yamato.
He's got the legs locked up here. It's going to be very tough for Yamato to get out of this, but the close quarters of this hold allows Yamato just to drill Aries. Looks like got him right in the temple there, too. Aries almost dazed, letting go of that hold. Yamato up to his feet, but the damage, as you mentioned before, Lenny, already done.
Another shin breaker, perhaps. Hanging on. Nice counter right there. Sunset flip by Yamato for 2. Right into the Boston Crab. Single leg.
Yeah, he let one leg go so he can get a better grip on both.
Now the more conventional Boston Crab applied.
And the fans here letting their feelings be known. They do not want Austin Aries to give it up, and he is desperately fighting not only for them but also for his own well-being here. And Yamato changes it up, single leg, driving the knee in the back of the neck of Austin Aries, but Aries fights out of it. He's out of the hole.
Oh, Yamato had a strong hold on that move there, but Aries able to free himself. But he is down in the corner, and Yamato trying to get fired up here as the challenger has to dig down just to try and get back to his feet. He does just that.
Yamato's waiting for him, though. Aries using that top rope to hold himself up. Yamato head of steam. Big forearm shot right to the face.
Oh, did you hear that smack of the flesh echo throughout the building here? But Aries fires back from the left side. Aries in the ropes. Big boot from Yamato. Huge forearm from Aries. Catches Yamato, who turns it into a sleeper. What a counter right there by the champ.
It doesn't matter what Austin Aries had in mind. Yamato so quick with the reversal here. Looks to be going for the choke sleeper.
Sleeper suplex right on his head.
So close. Austin Aries' hopes and dreams here in Dragon Gate USA hanging on by a thread.
And a very confident look on the face of the Open the Freedom Gate champion. He knows perhaps the opportunity to put away Austin Aries is here, and it could be time for Galleria.
You saw Yamato signaling for it there, Lenny. He has him up. Aries with the knee gets out of that. Connects with the elbow strike from the left side. Yamato dazed but not down. Caught. Whoa!
Oh my goodness, an exploder over the top all the way to the floor. Austin Aries hitting very hard on the outside. A dangerous maneuver there by Yamato, and a hush over the crowd here in Atlanta, as I don't think anybody expected that out of Yamato.
It was just a blink of an eye. I don't think Yamato really knew where he was. Austin Aries came in, he just grabbed him and threw him. And unfortunately, Aries so close to those ropes and just tumbled to the outside.
And back on the apron they go, and Yamato again signals that this is going to be it. Calling for the brainbuster, but it's Aries. Death Valley driver right on the apron. Yamato may be finished right here. Aries rolling Yamato back under the bottom rope. We might have a new champ. Cover. 2.5 as Aries failed to hook the leg. Now moving Yamato into position. Could be time for the 450. One more out of Austin Aries, perhaps, as he makes his way to the top.
Could be going for the 450 here again. Yamato, though, immediately up to his feet, shakes the top rope to break Austin Aries' footing.
And it's Aries crotched up on the top turnbuckle as Yamato getting fired up. Follows him up to the second. Calling a superplex, very close to that ceiling, but going for it anyway.
From the second rope, yeah, Aries fighting out of this now here. Yamato maybe taking a little bit too much time, letting the fans here know what he had in store for Austin Aries. Aries now fighting. Yamato now in control again here on the top rope. Both men on the top rope.
Both men down, double pin! Very close to what would have had to have been called a draw right there by Jason Harding. The superplex, both men hooked each other at the same time in a cradle position with all shoulders down on the canvas. Unfortunately, both men got their shoulders up in the nick of time.
And Aries just still hanging on desperately in this contest. Yamato maybe worse for wear at this point in the game. Aries up to his feet first. Yamato up, but are both men going to be able to continue at this pace with this intensity for much longer until somebody falls?
You see Yamato almost rubbery legged from those forearms, but still not off his feet. Overhand chop from Aries. That one knocks the champion to his rear. And Aries with some head of steam. Nope, that kick attempt blocked. Shin breaker. Overhead, belly to back, suplex. He just turned the champion inside out.
And now this is the opportunity that Aries needs.
But neither man able to follow up here. Both worn down. Oh, Aries head of steam. What a drop kick. The IED connects.
Going for it a second time here, perhaps.
And he nails him right in the face. Another brainbuster.
Cover.
New champ.
Every single person was on their feet here, Lenny. Aries not taking a moment of hesitation. Going back up to the top rope. He's got to be thinking the 450.
Open the Freedom Gate Championship in his sights. Nobody home. Rolls through all the way to the corner. Ducks the clothesline. Stomp of the foot. Enziguri. Yamato. Kick to the head. Brainbuster. No. Roll up by Aries. 2.5. Kick to the head.
Going for the brainbuster again. No, he reversed by Yamato.
What a counter cover. He kicked out at 1.
But Yamato not taking any hesitation here. He signaled for Galleria, but it didn't matter. Aries reversed into a brainbuster again.
Once again, this crowd erupts as they thought they were going to see a new champ here in Atlanta. Two amazing athletes putting their bodies on the line for the richest prize in Dragon Gate USA, the Open the Freedom Gate Championship.
After the multitude of brainbusters, Austin Aries looking to go for it one more time. He's thinking, could this be the one? Yamato, though, shoves him off. Forearm shot right to the face. A punch right to the mush.
Both men wobbly as they connect with these shots. No question who the fan favorite is here as they start to pick up the pace.
Yamato in control, but not a ton behind those shots. Aries gets a head of steam, spins around, again off the rope, spins around one more time and takes him down with that left-handed elbow. Aries is feeling it now. Could he be going for that brainbuster one more time, Lenny? Here we go.
Another counter by Yamato looking for Galleria. He's got him up. That's got to be it. Cover. No way.
That's how Yamato won the title from BB Hulk and BB Kings in New York City, and Austin Aries just kicked out of Galleria.
Austin Aries refusing to go down without a fight. slow to get to his feet. Another kick to the head. Aries just crumples in a heap after that as he's dragged to his feet by the champ. Elevated. A second Galleria spells the end to Austin Aries here in Dragon Gate, USA.
The time, 25 minutes and 23 seconds. Your winner and still Open the Freedom Gate champion, YAMATO.
Well, you gotta give Austin Aries all the credit in the world. He gave it everything he had here tonight in Atlanta, but unfortunately came up just a little bit short. And when you handed out the credit, you can't say enough about the Open the Freedom Gate champion YAMATO, but right now this moment belongs to Austin Aries.
Austin! Thank you, Austin! Thank you, Austin! Thank you, Austin! Thank you, Austin!
And the fans, while disappointed in the outcome, still on their feet and having to show their respect to YAMATO. He wanted to be a fighting champion. And there he gets his just desserts from this crowd in Atlanta and pays his respects to a great warrior in Austin Aries.
A bittersweet moment here in Atlanta after seeing this great contest here and a great display of respect by YAMATO. The bigger story, Lenny, unfortunately is Austin Aries coming up on the short end of the stick, and after tomorrow, he will be done in Dragon Gate USA.
Yeah, that was his choice coming into this matchup tonight. He put the pressure on himself. He's always considered himself a man who thrived under pressure. Because once again, he gets a great response from this crowd here in Atlanta. His whole career, he's been a man who has thrived under pressure. He thought, putting that challenge to himself to get the job done or to walk away would really give him the push he needed to make his way back to the top here in Dragon Gate USA, but unfortunately, he came up just a little bit short here tonight. And tomorrow night, what would have been an Open the Freedom Gate title defense for Austin Aries